Hey y'all, so let's get right into this Marry Me Salmon and Shrimp. And trust me, the cost for marriage is right in the sauce. Here's how I made mine. So I grabbed 2 salmon fillets. Now, I always call this Tuscan salmon and shrimp, but it's Marry Me Salmon and Shrimp, and it's all in the sauce, which I'll show you guys later. I started off with some avocado oil and my signature seasonings. I use Club Kitchen Soul seasoning and garlic lemon pepper, and I also used a little bit of Cajun. Now, soul seasoning and garlic lemon pepper is salt free, y'all, so you can layer that up as much as you want. Yes, I said it. Go ahead and pile it on heavy if you like. It's full of flavor. You can take it light too. Now, you can add other seasonings, but these 3 work perfect for my salmon. I made sure I lathered it all up, got it all up in there, and I did not leave any seasoning on that cutting board because we like our food seasoned around here. I also seasoned the size of my salmon because it was such a thick cut, and I just like it that way. Remember, we weren't working with just a tad bit of salt, so we can take it there. So go ahead and season your salmon how you like it. Get it all lathered up on all sides, all corners. Depending on how thick your salmon is, you're going to know exactly how much you want to season it. Next, I grabbed a white onion and I cut it. I like mine diced small for my sauce, but if you like to go bigger, you can go bigger because, hey, why not go big or go home? But anyhow, so I diced up my onion. Here, you'll just see me dicing up my onion. Depends on the size of your onion. I used about 1 small onion, or you would say maybe 1/3 of a cup of an onion. Here, I'm just dicing it and roughly dicing it, as you see, chopping up my onion and getting it prepared for my sauce. I only use 2 salmon patties for mine, but if you want to use 4 to 6 or a whole pan to feed a whole family, go right ahead. Your salmon amount would depend on the amount of everything else you use. So if you'd like to just completely follow my recipe completely, just double it or triple it or however, or cut it in half. But this salmon recipe is perfect for a good date night, just the 2 of you. So next, I grabbed my pan and got it hot to a medium-high heat. I added in some avocado. Wait, did I say avocado? I literally just mixed the oils, y'all. No, I added in avocado oil to my pan before adding in this beautiful salmon skin down first. Once it cooked for about 4 minutes on the skin side, I went ahead and flipped it over onto the other side and cooked it for about 4 minutes there. Once it cooked about 8 minutes total, I removed it from the pan, and as you see, it was not fully cooked through yet. I added in about a teaspoon of butter and my onions. I gave my onions a very good mix until they were translucent and fragrant. You'll see the color from the salmon. You want to leave all of that in there. Every bit of everything that was in that pan, leave it there. Add butter and onions. Then I added some sun-dried tomatoes. I added julienne cut sun-dried tomatoes. If you don't have cut, I suggest you cut them, or if you like to use cherry tomatoes, you can just cut those in half and put those right in as well. But I like sun-dried tomatoes, and I also use the oil from my jar of sun-dried tomatoes. I then went in with about a teaspoon of garlic paste. You can use chopped garlic or whatever kind of garlic you like. I really like the garlic paste in my Marry Me salmon. So I gave that a really good mix and made sure that that was fully incorporated, mixed all the way through before I added in my heavy whipping cream. I added in about a half a cup of heavy whipping cream, and then I added in about a cup of spinach. Here you'll just see me mixing completely to make sure it's all mixed. Now I'm adding in the heavy whipping cream. So as you see, it was about a little bit over a half a cup. And then I got that mix, definitely a full cup, a nice handful of spinach, and mix that up because you know this spinach is going to be, it's just going to disappear in after a while. So give that a good mix. But first we're going to add in some soul seasoning, some garlic lemon pepper, and a little Cajun seasoning. You know we like to add up those layers of flavors. So that's what we did here. Now we're going to give everything a good mix again. This is the sauce, guys. This is what calls it marry me chicken, marry me shrimp, marry me sandwiches, marry me everything. The reason, the description is normally in the sauce and not the protein. So you can put whatever protein you like and we can call it marry me because the sauce is really that amazing. Now I added my salmon back in and then I covered it for a minute because remember I did not cook my salmon all the way through. I just got a nice sear on both sides. Now I'm going to cover it with my pan and turn my heat to low so that sauce is going to be doing this thing and so is the salmon. Here's my good trick. I add a little bit of honey on top of my salmon while it's cooking. It adds such a layer of flavor to that sauce. That's a secret. That's just for y'all. So now I'm going to grab my pan, and I love to use a stainless steel pan for my shrimp. I just love it. I love the color it gives. I love the deglazing options it gives. So I cooked that salmon for about 2 minutes on medium high, and then I flipped it. I used the same seasonings for my salmon as I used for my shrimp as I used for my salmon. So I went ahead and flipped it once it was the color I liked. I saw this little hack on TikTok where you just put a hole in the middle of the lemon and squeeze it, and it just squeezes right out like a lemon squeeze. So I've been trying that lately, and it is very effective, guys. So I squeezed my lemon in there, and then I added a little bit of my wine that I was drinking already, never mind that, and then a little bit of butter, and deglazed my pan and got all that from the bottom of the pan as well. It just lifts right up. I added that shrimp right on top of my salmon, and voila, you have marry me salmon and shrimp. Now you can serve this with any starch you like or a vegetable. You can serve it with mashed potatoes, macaroni, baked potato, serve it over rice, serve it over red skin smashed, serve it however you like. This was so tasty. We decided to just have it just like this and cut the starch completely. It was so good. I'm going to give y'all another tip, y'all. I even cut up some baguette bread and sliced this up and put some mozzarella and parmesan on it and sliced it all up and put it on the baguette bread with the sauce. 10 out of 10. You have to try different ways to eat the same thing because ultimately I think we eat the same things over and over again, but we like what we love and we love what we like. So that's what we do. I top this with some parsley and some Parmesan cheese along with a little bit more of my garlic lemon pepper. And this is how it went down in Club Kitchen. Thanks, guys.